Do you know what time it is?
You're tuned in to the Mosh Jelton Show. Mike.
Whoa. What's poppin'? What's shaking? It's nothing but the bacon. Mosh Jelton getting down. It's the Mosh Jelton Show. We're doing a little radio FM style, but we're also doing a little podcasting style. You know, a little bit differently tonight. We've had some developments popping off that I wanted to talk about. And if you guys don't know my name is Mosh Jelton. I host the Mosh Jelton Show. Best of the Bay Creative Loafing, best radio show in Tampa Bay 2023, and second best radio personality. I'm the second best radio personality of 2024, as well as we were voted second best radio show, but we got beat by one guy who calls himself Bubba the Love Sponge. Have you ever even heard of Bubba the Love Sponge? Nobody knows who Bubba is. Actually, almost every single person on the planet knows who Bubba the Love Sponge is. Therefore, that's a different category. But that's who we are. That's what's going on. All right, here's what's popping. Check it out. So, breaking developments. So there was this RNC. It was a Trump rally up in New York at Madison Square Garden. This is all the rage. This is what everyone was talking about. And a lot of people are a little flabbergasted and bamboozled by what was said. Now, everybody knows Trump be saying some wild stuff. He'd be joking. People take it the wrong way. He'd be saying some wild stuff that people take the wrong way, and it's wild. He's just wild boy. Trump will say some wild stuff. But they had this rally in this Madison Square Garden, and what they had said was, well, not what they said. What is literal is the Nazis threw an event at Madison Square Garden on the same day 80 years prior, on the same day of the year. I don't know if anybody was like, hey, the Nazis did something this day. We should replicate it. I think that would be stupid. Probably write that one off to coincidence. But again, I'm just an unbiased observer. It's the O-B and the S-E-R-V. Observer. Like, I'm not a party guy. I know who I'm going to vote for, but I'm not a party guy. But there was so they already were saying this is when Hitler did the rally. And so the first person that was on was an insult comic. And I don't know if you guys have heard of Kill Tony. Tony Hinchcliffe, he's the guy that ripped it up at the Tom Brady roast. Now, why the Trump campaign would have a roaster that's just roasting everybody when they already say that they hate everybody. So people are saying you hate everybody, and then you have an insult comic come on and make fun of everybody 9 days before an election. Doesn't sound like a smart move. Definitely not the appropriate venue. But it was a joke. Let's listen to the joke real quick, and then I got somebody special for you. But let's listen to this joke.
It is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Well, let's see if is there any more?
Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. Now, again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody. This isn't exactly a perfect comedy setup.
So he knew he was in deep water. He knew that this was probably an inappropriate place to tell these jokes. But apparently he did it anyway. Now, I went online and said, because I started off battle rapping, and I said, if you're a battle rapper and you felt some type of way about this, are you guys okay? It's kind of facetious. But I mean, immediately people literally called me a racist. You're a racist, dude, bro. I can prove you're a racist from what you said 10 years ago too, and then you laughed at that joke. And I'm like, what? And then we set up a debate, me and Johnny Storm. And I'm like, because I laughed at that joke, I'm a racist now? I'm a racist guy? I don't know if that's how it works. We're going to bring in one of the Mosh Jelton Show members to see what his take is on it. Schmitty, how you feeling, brother?
Good, brother. What's going on, Mr. Mosh?
Chilling, man. Dealing with the racism stuff here.
It's absurd at this point. as far as, you mentioned a few things I've been listening the whole time. First, why would Trump have a comedian at his rally? That seems like it's, on par for everything going on.
But why would he
The
have an
whole thing's been
insult?
comical.
Why would he have an insult comedian that's going to insult a bunch of different, everybody when they know that they're trying to frame them as the racists, and then he's got an insult comic saying that stuff?
Yeah.
It's bad
That's
strategy.
But you take it for what it is. I mean, that's the guy's profession. I mean, he's known for doing roast. The guy's in roast battles. I think he's roast Tom Brady, Snoop Dogg, all the way to I think he's been on every roast, Kim Kardashian even.
Okay, well, let's start with this. Let's see if we can start at this baseline. Do you believe that even if it was just a joke, do you believe that was the wrong place and the wrong time, or you believe it was okay?
I think it's fine, to be honest with you.
Whoa.
That's what he does. So yeah.
You must be
can
way
say
more
wrong place,
racist
wrong
than
time,
me.
But excuse me?
I'm saying you must be way more racist than me, because I actually said, yeah, that probably wasn't an appropriate place for that kind of comedy. I can kind of agree with that. So I can kind of agree that it wasn't an appropriate place. But when you say an insult comic was paid to go up there and do insult comedy, I mean, that's what he does, like you said.
Yeah, that's what he does. But I don't find that really no different than any type of entertainment at a rally. Take him out as a comedian and put in somebody who sings. Like you said, you think it's not the right, place for it. But I mean, what's the right or wrong place? Here it is, a rally going on before the presidency. We get it a week away, but we already know the politics. We already know what this guy can do or has done in the past.
I kind of can agree with you on that, because like I just think it was strategically the wrong place. I don't think it was morally the wrong place. I don't think any place is morally wrong when you're making a joke. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't necessarily know if they even is this going to be the right move or the wrong move for making us look bad? I think the media, which leans more one way than another, seen a little crack somewhere, and they ran with it and are making something bigger than really it should be. This shouldn't really even be an issue, especially being who the guy is.
Look, I can't disagree with that. And it's the wild thing was the post that I made was battle rappers that are getting offended by this. Are you okay? And listen, so it was the battle rap community that were outraged that I laughed at this joke. And I'm sitting here thinking, everybody that's outraged that I laughed at a joke, they've all said 10 years ago. I mean, their favorite rapper is Eminem. You go listen to Eminem's lyrics, everything he's ever said before 2009 was the most racist, homophobic, misogynistic, xenophobic thing you've ever heard. But I guarantee you they won't say he's racist.
Comics in general, even, of all races, say jokes that are a little edgy, but everybody, we need to start getting back to the point where people can just look at it what it is, laugh, and go on with their day.
Of course.
It's getting ridiculous. I mean, here we are, another election, because it's Donald Trump, it seems like. We got BS that people are outraged over.
Well,
4 years ago it was Roseanne, and these are people that are comedians who have grown up on this platform. Everybody's seen their type of comedic, side that they do, or whatever they, how they perform. And now you want to be outraged because what? He made a joke?
Because it was at a Trump rally. It's really, it wasn't even that bad. It's really just a strategic thing, because when he was doing the roasts against Jeff Ross being Jewish and fat and all this other stuff at the Tom Brady roast, and they crowned Tony Hinchcliffe as the best roaster there, he wasn't racist. But Schmitty, help me with this logic. How could somebody think that because Mosh Jelton thought the joke Tony Hinchcliffe said was funny, where does the logic come from that makes them feel like I'm a racist? And let's not try to think reasonably, because obviously that won't work. We have to think of how they're thinking. How could they turn me into a racist from laughing at that joke?
honestly, I don't know how you turn anyone into a racist for laughing at
No,
that
but
joke. So
obviously,
it'd be hard for me to even try
we're not trying to
step
be
out of the
reasonable
box.
here, but I'm just grasping at straws. Let's just think in their mind. How could they go from he laughed at the Tony Hinchcliffe joke, then so he must be racist? Like, we got to deconstruct this.
Like, these are the people from the battle rap community? Is that what I'm picking up here?
It was one very prominent one that said he wanted to set up a debate. That was one of them. Johnny Storm was one of them. It was a couple other guys.
What?
Yeah, wild. And I don't want to. He's not here to defend himself, so I don't want to.
No, sure. I'm just saying in general, take him out, put in, if there anybody within that profession, as we'll say, I don't know if I've ever seen a battle rap that wasn't with some type of racial line or someone could take offensive. That's the whole point of what they do. So to find out that they're offended would be no different than finding out a comedian being offended.
You know what's wild?
It's crazy.
You know what's wild is when I say we have both said way more wilder stuff. Their response is that was during a battle rap. So then I say, hold on. Then I say, it's not a racial problem. You just have a problem with the appropriate venue of the joke. Why are you turning it into race? You just think that the place and time was inappropriate. You don't think the joke was racist, or you're racist yourself.
I was going to just say that, it seems like it's only racist when it's one ethnicity making it was a subpar racial joke at best. It wasn't even a racial joke, to be honest with you. It just happened to be.
What do you mean by one ethnicity? You saying that people are talking bad about white people?
I think if you take an African American making a joke about a white dude, no outrage at all, never been called racist in his life. If you take an Asian guy making another joke about a black guy, no talk about racism there. A Spanish, where I'm going with this.
I do know where you're going, but I mean, hold on. I know where you're going, so I'm going to say to that I hear what you're saying, and there's probably some of that, but Matt Rife says the most racist stuff I've ever heard, and he's one of the most loved comics of all time. So, but again,
that dude's fantastic.
I do want to get to this point, and I'll start trying to help, and maybe you can help me because we don't have much time on this, but let's deconstruct it. So, they say Tony Hinchcliffe said a line, which was the line about the Puerto Ricans. Again, if we forgot what he said, let's do a quick little recap. Here's the joke.
Is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
So that was the joke, and I laughed at that. So they got to go, all right, Tony is at a Trump rally, and Trump, they know that he's a racist. I mean, everybody's saying he's a racist. So I don't believe that, but, I don't think he's a great guy, the greatest guy in the world, but I do not think he's a racist. But so they're like, all right, he's already at a Trump rally. So if he says something that's even a joke about anything close to racist, anything close to a race or ethnicity, then because he's at a Trump rally, he must be racist. And then if he's racist because he's at the Trump rally saying those kind of jokes, if somebody laughs at him knowing that he's racist because he's at a Trump rally, that person must also be racist. Do you think that could be it?
It seems like that's exactly it. It seems like anything to do with Trump that people like positively, they're labeled racist. It's getting absurd. Racism in general, the word thrown around is crazy. I look at it as a different way, not race at all. I look at it as it's a spot that needs to be cleaned up. That's a U.S. territory. So, what it is. Ever since that storm hit, it is a piece of shit over there. So it is what it is. But I think they spin anything racism that they can try to and really try to ruin people's careers for no damn reason.
When you say it's a piece of shit over there, what do you mean?
Well, ever since that storm happened in Puerto Rico, it hasn't been put back together.
So you're not saying the people there are garbage. You're not saying that anything about any race. You're saying that the country is because when you say the place is a piece of shit, people are going to be like, well, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I'm saying have they been there since the storm? I'm saying for a structural standpoint, not from anything to do with race or the people in general. That's crazy. And to even spin it that way would be nuts. But there you go. There's an example of what happens in the world today.
Yeah, because I have to clarify what you're saying, even because I know what you mean. But I mean, if somebody clipped it up and you said, "Oh, it's a shit place over there," they're gonna be like, "Oh man, this guy, bro, this guy." And it's and you're calling me racist, bro. Like, there's nothing worse to be called in the world than a racist.
Right. And people have took that word lately and just they throw it on everything and at everyone.
These people know me. Battle rappers that have known me for 20 years that have seen. I don't even need to pull most of my friends are black. I don't even have to pull that card, even though it's true. I don't have to pull the card that my best friends are black, even though it's true. I don't need to pull the card that I've been growing up in the culture my whole life, even though it's true. I don't got to pull the card that, you know what I'm saying? It's just, but what I'm saying is these people
you probably faced more racism, to be fair with you. Sorry to cut you off. You probably faced more racism than people of color.
Because I'm Jewish?
That we know.
Yeah, I'm Jewish. So I have faced some racism, but I'll tell you what, you can say any Jew joke. I mean, obviously not now because, the cancel culture stuff. But to me, if somebody said a Jewish joke in front of me, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh because I know their intention is to make me laugh at myself, that's
right. Especially during a battle, or if you're a battle rapper and it's another battle rapper, it's crazy.
Well,
I would never think another battle rapper is racist.
But even on the side, bro, even if just my homie is just telling a joke and it's a joke about Jewish people and I'm Jewish, I'm gonna laugh if it's funny. I won't if it's not. But I know his intention is to make me laugh. Now, if some Nazi walked up to me and started spewing hateful rhetoric and jokes about Jewish people, and I know his intent is to try to put me down, now he's being inappropriate.
He's trying to show dominance. That's race. There you go.
That's racism, and that's trying to put me down and belittle me and not trying to make me laugh. And so that would be a different story. But like I said, these are battle rappers too. I cannot believe it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, bro, on this. Everyone's throwing this racist stuff. You wouldn't be able to watch a sitcom before 2001 if that's what qualifies as racism.
Right. It was probably even sooner than that. It's probably even going into the before 2012, 13 for sure. It's
All in the
Comedy
Family.
Central wouldn't exist.
All in the Family. The Jeffersons.
Forget about it, bro. Never.
Married with Children. Richard Pryor. What do we got to cancel Richard Pryor now?
One of the best comedians of all time. You'd cancel every single comedian for the most part. Every single really top-notch comedian that people would even be able to rattle off the top of their head, you'd have to cancel.
Every comedian would have. Where did the humor go and why? Why did they lose the humor? Battle rappers that used to write the funniest things and they would never think anyone's racist because they know it's a joke in a battle. Where did their humor go?
Sheep, bro. Sheep. They were told things and they ran with it and I mean, who knows? That's a question there. I think it's still there, but you get these few seeds that make you shake your head and go, what's happening? And unfortunately, I think that's a lot to do with politics and media.
I agree. Politics and media have a lot to do with it, and people are getting wild over politics. But I mean, I don't know. And by the way, vote for whoever you want to vote for. I don't endorse either candidate. I know who I'm voting for, but don't get mad at the other person because they voted. It's so dumb. But I mean, these are reasonable people lobbing these accusations at me. These are reasonable people that I know that are okay lobbing these assaults at me. So I don't know how you can be a reasonable person and then still do this. What is letting yourself, your spirit act in the way that you're acting when you know it's counterintuitive?
Yeah, I think I think a lot of people that were once reasonable or looked at as reasonable. I mean, people change, and I think there's very few reasonable and logical thinking people out there, and it's becoming less and less.
And
it's not sad. point.
It's not partisan, bro. When Joe Biden, and again, I'm not saying whataboutism. I'm saying I laughed at both of this. When Joe Biden said you cannot walk into a 7-Eleven and meet someone without a slight Indian accent, I'm not joking. Even though he was joking, hilarious. That's hilarious, bro. My battle raps today, but it was hilarious, and he didn't mean it. My battle raps today, bro. If you brought back stuff I said in 2005 today, people would call me a Nazi. I'd need personal security at the stuff these people laughed at and died, crying their eyes laughing, running around the room. Mosh, I can't believe you wrote that. That was the best bar. I was laughing so hard. 15 years later, bro, did you laugh at that Puerto Rican joke? You're a racist, and I can prove it.
Yeah, oh, that's happening, bro. Guys, if you ever run for presidency, don't think it ain't coming out.
If I ever run for presidency?
Yeah.
Bro, I might run.
Mosh 3036.
I might run, and I'm not. Look, I wouldn't. That stuff would bounce off me. If somebody was trying to just slander me and do the identity politics thing, and this guy's bad, I'd be like,
it would bounce off of you, just no different than it bounces off of like Trump, but it still changes. It makes people really believe that's who you are.
Well, again,
it's
I don't want to
crazy.
get into Trump, but I don't think it bounces off him. He responds to almost all of it, so I don't know. But that's a whole different thing. But I just can't understand why, Schmitty, these people lost their humor. And it's both people from both parties. This time it was from somebody that disliked the Trump rally, but I've seen it all over the place. It's 2024. Nobody's laughing anymore, Schmitty, and we need some more laughter in here, brother.
Yeah, well, it seems, I think there's a lot more people laughing than you think. We definitely need some laughs. Hey, Go see a comedy show. Maybe it'll loosen them up.
Loosen them up. I'll loosen them up, bro.
Bro, that's racist.
It was good to see you, Schmitty. I'll talk to you soon. It was good to talk to you, Schmitty. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Yeah, man. Love you, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, bro. Yeah, man. Oh, wait. Don't want to get canceled.
Holler at me.
Love you, bro. See ya. Talk to you soon.
See ya, bro. Schmitty is the man with the plan. And I don't know what's going on, but I swear I'm not a racist.
Do you know what time it is?
You're tuned in to the Mosh Jelton Show. Mike.
China.
How dare you?
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 Are you gonna bring that to the wizard? Are you gonna bring that to the wizard?
Hey, you're listening to the Methamphetamine Hour, also known as the Mosh Jelton Show. And this your boy Johnny B from 102.5 The Bone. This is the show I listen to when I think about hitting people.
Don't be rude.